So did you miss the time to buy in West Roseville? Or is now the perfect time to buy in West Roseville? Let's find out. I think the time is now. We're gonna kind of break it down. I'm not gonna talk about all of Roseville. I'm not gonna talk about East Roseville, Roseville as a whole, but I wanna specifically focus on our community we know best, we live in, we breathe in. I wanna be able to kind of focus on that and give you guys the real breakdown. So just kind of starting off with some pros and cons. Cons being there is a landfill just down the street. The landfill, with the right weather, the right timing, all the right conditions, on certain days we will smell the landfill. It's not something that is all consuming. It's not something that will overpower you, but there are mornings when you walk outside, whether you're having your coffee or you're just going out and enjoying the morning, getting a start to the day, that you will kind of get a whiff of it and you'll say, oh, there it is. It's nothing. I've lived here for close to 8 to 10 years, and it's nothing that makes you want to say, oh, I'm not moving there. And actually, as much as it is a con, there are a lot of pros to it. I remember I used to live in Folsom, about 45 minutes from here, and we used to have to go to that landfill. That landfill is about 30 minutes out to where you have to go, and then 30 minutes back. That's rough. In West Roseville, with this landfill being right here, we're there in 10 minutes. We can dump, whether it's yard work, whether it's junk in the house, you're doing fall cleaning, whatever it is, you're there in 10 minutes, you're dumping, you're back, you're right at home. It doesn't take all day. So as much as it's a con and as much as it is there, and there are subtle reminders in the morning sometimes when the wind blows, it's not that much of a con. Next con that I would say is traffic. We will touch on a little bit of this later as well, of why it could be getting worse, could be getting better. We will see, but right now the traffic, I would say, is a con. It's pretty congested, as there is more building that's coming to West Roseville. There are more people coming. There's more shopping centers coming. There's just a lot more happening out here. A lot of people will recognize this when they go past the Galleria coming out into West Roseville. That's kind of when you hit it. And it's not all the time. It's at prime hours, usually in the morning, anywhere between 8 and 9:30, and then in the evening, anywhere between 5 and 6:30. It's your regular commuting hours. It's nothing that's 24/7. You're not going to hit the road and no matter the time of day hit traffic. No, it's nothing like that. But at those prime hours, it does get a little bit congested. But hopefully that will be changing with some new construction coming, with the roads that are widening. They actually just widened Pleasant Grove. It was 2 lanes, but just recently this last year they opened it up and it is now three lanes. So it's flowing pretty nice. One of the other cons I would say, and honestly I really have 3 for the cons of this area, and this one's just personal because I'm a big winter guy, is just the heat in the summers. For me out here, it is a dry heat. Sometimes this last summer wasn't too bad. This last summer, the heat didn't get too high, but I do remember summers like the one previous to this, especially when we were coaching football, we would have summer nights and the heat would get up to 112, 113. And for me, that's rough. But again, it's not the whole year. The winds do pick up out here in West Roseville, which is nice because there are some parts of Roseville that it's just dead. But out here in West Roseville, we do get a nice breeze, so that kind of takes the heat away. But really, those are really the cons that I can think of for out here in West Roseville. But I really want to focus on the pros, and the first pro being our schools. The schools are top notch and top rated. A lot of the people that are looking, especially myself, of when I started looking in West Roseville, I wanted to focus on the schools. Where are the kids going to go? What is the ratings of the schools? How are the communities that are surrounding the schools? And everything that's around here is top rated, and why a lot of people actually choose this community to come into West Roseville. That's the first criteria that they look for. Not even pricing of houses, not about the amenities. Again, it's a priority of kids, and what are we focused on? And that's schooling. Out here we have numerous elementary schools. A lot of them are in the communities. You're not having to drive outside to another community to get your kid to. There are a lot of, we did it ourselves, is you can do an inter-district transfer to go to a different school because certain neighborhoods are impacted. And that's just, I mean, again, with the growth that we're experiencing here in West Roseville, that's to be expected. So we did that when we had kids in elementary school, and it worked out great. We have notable elementary schools such as Junction Elementary, Orchard Ranch, Riego, and Fittyment Farm. Those are just some of the ones out in West Roseville. Again, the same is true for middle schools. We have 2 middle schools that are Chilton and Robert C. Cooley. Both are top rated, and both, me personally, we've experienced. My son and daughter have gone to middle schools out here. They have gone to elementary schools out here. Again, this community is something that we are invested in and give back to, and love the teachers. We've formed bonds and friendships with the teachers over these years. It's kind of funny because my son, who's older, he keeps moving on in grades, and my daughter is following him, and all the teachers remember my son. So it's kind of nice to kind of have that generational teaching that you experience, and hopefully with them staying in this community, they can come back and be able to see those teachers again and have their kids come to these schools, which is really cool and something to look forward to. So as for the high schools, we have 2 high schools out here in West Roseville, one being Wood Creek and another being West Park High School. Again, most people will recognize West Park High School for almost emulating a college campus. It is top of the line, phenomenal. Again, this is somewhere that we are invested. The teachers, the curriculum, the planning that they do for the kids, it's just top of the line, and somewhere people want to get their family into. So that's definitely a key focus area of why people want to move into this community out here in West Park. And it's something to cherish. Again, next, another pro is shopping centers. I know when we moved here a few years back, about 7-8 years ago, there wasn't a lot that was being built in West Park, and that was one of the downfalls, is you had to travel 10-15 minutes to go to a grocery store, to go to local food, to get some kind of restaurant. And that was kind of a downside, and we were always kind of promised that West Park or West Roseville was going to be expanding, and that time has come. We have expanded. We have a new shopping center that is a new Safeway shopping center. Inside there, again, you have a new McDonald's, you have Mountain Mike's, you have other eateries, you have a donut shop, at Bank of America. There's a lot that's built in there, and again, it's brand new and the kids love it. It's close to the community, just at the intersection of Fittyment and Pleasant Grove, and so that is a key area for us as well. There's also the new Rayleigh's that's just been built, which is, again, bringing more jobs to the area, bringing more restaurants. There's a Habit, Chipotle, can't ever go wrong with Chipotle. There's a Greek restaurant over there. There's yogurt. There's Thai. I mean, there's a lot that's coming out here. If we go down Blue Oaks just a little bit further, the new Nugget Shopping is down there, and that has a lot of new stores, a lot of new fast food. There's a Dutch Bros, Chick-fil-A. There's a lot, and that's just 10 minutes down the road. What is amazing as well is there is a new Baseline Marketplace that is coming to Roseville. This Baseline Marketplace is going to have Costco, which is probably the key factor for everybody right now. We won't have to drive 25 minutes to the nearest Costco. This will be right in our backyard, which is phenomenal. This should be done around 2027. They've already started building on it right now. The walls have gone up. The gas station has actually started to go up, and you can see pictures and videos of those right now. This is going to be at the intersection of Baseline and Fittyment, and there's 80 acres of planned construction taking place. Some of the notable area, or some of the notable businesses that are going to be coming in are Home Depot, Costco, Target. Again, it's everybody's dream out there. What else do you need? Home Depot, Costco, Target. Sounds like a great Saturday if you ask me. They were recently just submitted some plans to the city of Roseville that took 4 fast food restaurants and now has put it up to 7. We don't know what all of them are, but we do know that a Raising Cane's is coming in, and is all the kids and high schoolers and middle schoolers love, that is a key spot for them to go to, and will be a cool hangout spot, something close, something where all the kids can gather, and just another spot for something close on those nights that we have sports. There's actually another place in West Roseville, a little shopping center within the community. There's a coffee shop in there called Mojo's. Phenomenal coffee, great breakfast, a lot of places where the kids go to get coffee before they go to school. And it's a great place if you're working from home, you're a remote worker, you can go in there, use the Wi-Fi, get a nice cup of coffee, and do your work either inside or outside on their patio. They actually share a patio location with Kitchen 747, another amazing eatery as well. We've been able to make friends with there, and actually outside of here, I'm going to be doing another video highlighting Kitchen 747. I'll bring along my daughter and son, and maybe they'll do some interviews for you guys too, because they have some relationships with the staff there, which is pretty cool. So again, it's just building those community relationships and being able to just go somewhere right in your backyard, 5 minutes away. You can go with families after football. It's a tight-knit community out here, and it's great. Another positive is all the trails. If you're a runner, if you're a walker, this area out here is filled with running and walking trails. If you're on bikes, it is all surrounded by nature preserves. It's something that me and my wife like to do. We'll go out walking. It gives you time to talk, look at the sunsets, just enjoy the area that this is built around. And those areas out in West Roseville aren't going to be built on. They're not going to take those nature preserves out. It'll all be built around that. And I can show you some of those houses as well, and show you how it backs up into there, with those houses having those fences that we're able to see through, whether it's wood paneling or it's the iron gates that we're able to see through, and actually really enjoy that and get that opened up background, or that opened up backyard to enjoy the house. Another great pro for West Roseville is there's a lot of houses available, which is great for the housing market with people coming in that are remote working. Now they don't have to worry about the commute of going to Sacramento. They don't have to go back to San Francisco. It really opens up that availability if you're remote working to work from home, to be able to get a good sized home for your family, whether it's a single family use or whether it's a multi-gen, and we're being able to bring in your parents or anybody else like that. We now have that availability from working from home, teleworking. If you're not teleworking though, in West Roseville, it's only about 45 minutes, depending on traffic, to Sacramento, or about 45 minutes to Folsom. And again, that leads straight into another pro. Only being 2 hours from South Lake Tahoe, whether you're up for skiing, whether you're up for camping. Our family personally, we're big campers, big outdoors, hiking. We love going up there during the summer into the fall months. If you're in there for the winter and the spring and you love skiing, there is numerous ski resorts that are up there. And they're also 2 hours from San Francisco. Whether you like beaches or you like to go to the city for a little while, or you have to travel and make that commute, we're not that far from either. We're pretty centrally located. And so this is a prime location, and this housing market has actually seen a really big growth expansion because of that, being centrally located. I want to get into the housing. The housing market, everybody's always asking, you're talking this place up, it's so great, you have to have all of these Mellorews, HOAs, prices have to be through the roof. That's not the case. Right now, the median price, or the median house price, is sitting at about $641,000, depending on location. Again, that's whether it's new build, that's whether it's previously owned, but right now the median price is $641,000. House sales, there is a lot to choose from right now. We do have a lot of houses on the market, which is making the competition pretty good. The average time that the houses are sitting on the market right now are anywhere from about 30 to 35 days out in West Roseville for Placer County. But it's not just houses that are going for sale that are previously owned or by owner. It's also new builds. We have a lot of new builds, whether it's Lennar, Beazer, Woodside Homes, Meritage, Taylor Morrison, JMC, KB, Pulte. There are a lot of new builds going on out here in West Roseville. Again, that offer someone that's a first-time home buyer that's looking to just get started, all the way up to the next-gen houses that are being built out here to bring in, whether it's family members, extended family, your college age kids, whatever it is. I am a huge fan of the next gen builds. If we had the availability or my family needed it, that would be my go-to as a next gen out here in West Roseville. So there are a lot of options. And honestly, the Mellows are low. There are Mellows and HOAs out here in Roseville, but not every community has them, which is great. I know in the location that we're at, there are no HOAs. The Mellows, again, going to improving of the community. So it's not that bad. It's nothing that's gonna break the bank. It's nothing that is going to say, hey, we love that house, but we're gonna have to pass because of either Mellows or HOAs. So it's something to really look forward to. And one thing that I know, speaking with buyers as well, is Roseville utilities. I'll take people and we'll look at Rockland, we'll look at Roseville, we'll look at Folsom, all over. The difference is with Roseville utilities, people are paying cheaper for water, sewer, and then gas is on PG&E. But if we go just one city over to Rockland, it is going to be a little bit higher because everybody's on PG&E. And so that utility cost really sways a lot of people and how they are going to make their house purchase. And again, it's just looking at everything. We've talked about schools, utilities, house prices, location, centrality of everything, the shopping markets. It's just taking the totality of circumstances and seeing what works best for you. For me, another key area is safety. As a former deputy sheriff, safety was huge for me. I wanted to make sure that we were going into a community that took safety seriously. The crime rates were down. People's cars weren't getting broken into. I mean, it was one of the next things besides school, especially having kids, of what I wanted to focus on. I looked on the Roseville PD website as well as just knowing some of the Roseville PD officers, and crime since 2023 has been down 4.4%. Since 2003, violent crime itself has been down 14%, and property crime is down 3.6%. Roseville is consistently ranking among the safest cities to live in California. And for me, with everything else added, with the great schools, with the shopping centers that were coming, West Roseville, it was a no-brainer to be able to move out here. And I know personally, living out in West Roseville, you get a sense of community to where I can be out on my driveway, we could be mowing the lawn, me and my wife could be sitting out talking. You know your community. You know who's driving in, you wave, you say hi. You know who's not supposed to be here. You know, hey, we haven't seen that car before. And other people are looking out for each other. And there's really that sense of community that maybe some others don't get, or maybe you're so separated that you don't have time to pay attention to. So West Roseville's safety ranking was huge for me. And again, it ranked among the safest cities in California to live, which was huge. So that's kind of where we're at with West Roseville. And again, I started off with saying, did we miss the time to buy in West Roseville? And I don't think you did. I think now is the time to buy. I can only see prices going higher. I can only see demand getting stronger. Again, because it's being built, because there are shopping centers, the Home Depot, the Costco, everything's expanding. It's no longer that community that's 25 minutes outside the center of Roseville and nobody wants to get to it. Now we have everything surrounding us. There are new builds going up like crazy. They have projections to move out for years to come. And so now I would say is the time to buy. It's great with pricing right now. The selection and what is on the market is great. And comment down below, would you guys move to West Roseville? What's stopping you? What questions do you have? Just comment down below. Give this video a like and subscribe. Again, we're going to be coming out with more content focusing on the local area, the schools, eateries, things to do, different highlights. So let me know.